The first dead body I saw in prison stayed beside us for 6 hours before the guards came. Nobody covered him. Nobody said his name. We just sat there in silence while rats moved near his feet and men stared at the wall like they were already dead too. That was the day I understood prison was not made to change us. It was made to break us. I went to prison in 2017. Till today, some people in my village still believe I killed somebody. I did not. I was a bus driver in Nigeria. One night, police stopped our bus on the road between Benin and Oregon. They found drugs inside a bag under one of the seats. Nobody agreed the bag belonged to them. So they carried all of us. The real owner later paid money and disappeared. The rest of us stayed inside the cell. That is how life changes in one night. At first, I believed the truth would save me. I believed the court would listen. I believed the government cared. I was stupid. The police cell was already hell. Over 30 men inside one room. No fan. No toilet door. One bucket for urine. If you complained, they beat you. If your family brought food, police officers ate half before giving it to you. One boy there was only 19. He kept crying every night for his mother. After 3 days, an officer slapped him and told him real men do not cry. That same boy later tried to kill himself with his shirt. People think prison pain starts after sentencing. No. It starts from the moment they remove your name and start calling you prisoner. After 4 months in police custody, they finally took me to prison. The place looked older than my grandfather. Broken walls. Rusted gates. Dirty water everywhere. The smell hit me first. Sweat, blood, urine, sickness. It entered your nose and stayed there. The cell built for 20 people had almost 70 men. Some slept standing. Some slept close to toilets. Some slept in turns. You learn fast that prison had 2 governments. The official government and the prison government run by powerful inmates. If you had no money, you suffered. New inmates were beaten and forced to pay welcome fees. If your family did not send money, they seized your food or mattress. Some people even paid to stand near windows because the heat inside could make you faint. One old man there had been waiting for trial for 8 years. 8 years. No judgment. No freedom. Nothing. His wife stopped visiting after the 3rd year because transport money became too much. His children grew up without him. One day he showed me a small photo of them and started crying quietly. He said, "I don't even know their voices anymore." That sentence broke me. The government people came sometimes. Big men in clean clothes. Cameras everywhere. The prison officers would suddenly behave nicely that day. They would give us extra food and tell us to smile. After the visitors left, everything returned to normal. The food was terrible. Watery beans. Rotten rice. Sometimes worms inside the food. If you refused to eat, hunger punished you harder. Many people got sick. Tuberculosis. Skin infections. Malaria. Men coughed blood at night. One prisoner named Sunday died because he needed treatment outside prison. The officers kept delaying it. They said there was no fuel for the vehicle. No fuel. A human being died because of fuel. After his death, they removed his body like they were carrying trash. No prayer. No respect. Nothing. People outside prison think the worst thing there is beating. It is not. The worst thing is hopelessness. Every morning feels the same. You wake up tired. You count days nobody else is counting with you. You hear promises from lawyers that never happen. You start forgetting your old life. Some men stop talking completely. Some talk to themselves. Some became violent over small things because prison slowly turns your heart hard. Then came Musa. Musa was my closest friend inside. He was a teacher before prison. He was accused of joining a robbery gang, but he swore he was innocent. Maybe he was telling the truth. Maybe not. Inside prison, everybody says they are innocent. But Musa was different. He shared food. He prayed for people. He taught some inmates how to read English. At night, we talked about life outside. He missed his daughter badly. He used to describe her small braids and laugh softly. One evening, he told me something I can never forget. He said, "The dangerous thing about prison is that after some time, you start believing you deserve suffering." I did not understand then. I understand now. Musa stayed in prison for 5 years without judgment. 5 years. One day, his wife came to visit him. I knew something was wrong immediately because she could not look him in the eyes. After she left, Musa sat quietly for hours. Later that night he finally spoke. She had remarried. She could not keep waiting. I cannot blame her. Life outside continued while he was buried alive inside prison walls. After that day, Musa changed. He stopped teaching. Stopped praying loudly. Stopped laughing. He just stared at walls. One morning, we woke up and found him hanging with a torn bedsheet tied to the window bars. The same Musa that gave people hope. Dead. I still remember the sound one prisoner made when he saw the body. It did not sound human. The guards came late again. Very late. One officer even looked annoyed, like Musa's death disturbed his morning. That angered me more than anything. Because a man died and nobody in power cared. That prison changed me forever. I saw young boys enter prison for small crimes and leave as dangerous men because suffering filled them with anger. I saw innocent people forgotten because they had no money for lawyers. I saw prison officers also suffering from poor pay and corruption. Some of them became wicked because the system itself was wicked. Everything inside that place fed pain. One rainy season, flood entered our cell. Dirty water mixed with sewage covered the floor. We stood awake the whole night because there was nowhere dry to sleep. A man with asthma nearly died that night. Another prisoner kept screaming that he wanted to go home to his mother. Nobody could help him. When people talk about prison reform on television, they use big grammar. But the truth is simple. Human beings are suffering. That is all. I finally got released after 3 years when a human rights group took interest in my case. The court said there was not enough evidence against me. 3 years stolen from my life. No apology. No compensation. Nothing. When I came home, my mother cried for almost 1 hour without stopping. My younger brother looked at me like I was a ghost. Some neighbors avoided me because prison follows you even after freedom. Getting work became hard too. Once employers hired ex-prisoner, their faces changed. Sometimes I still wake up at night because of prison dreams. I still hate hearing keys jingle. I still cannot eat watery beans. And sometimes, when rain falls heavily, I remember that flooded cell and the smell of sewage water. The hardest truth is this. Many people inside prison are bad people. But many are also poor people. Forgotten people. People swallowed by a broken system. And even guilty people are still human beings. Starving them, beating them, or treating them like animals does not fix society. It only creates more broken people. If you are watching or hearing this and you have someone in prison, please visit them if you can. Please answer their calls. Please remind them they still matter. Because the men who survived longest inside were not always the strongest men.